Sean Diddy Combs' latest update from behind bars is shocking everyone, because instead of breaking down, he's smiling. New reports say that he is living comfortably with inmates and getting a VIP treatment. But how is that even possible? In late October 2025, Sean Diddy Combs was photographed in the yard of Federal Correctional Institution Fort Dix in New Jersey, his first publicly released images since a conviction on federal counts of transporting individuals for prostitution. The images show a man whose name once invoked prestige in music and business, now dressed in prison attire, standing in a dormitory-style unit, a visual marker of accountability and change. Combs was found guilty in July 2025 of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, after being acquitted of more serious charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. In October 2025, he was sentenced to 50 months behind bars, along with a $500,000 fine and 5 years of supervised release. He was transferred from the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn to FCI Fort Dix, a low-security facility offering programs such as a residential drug abuse program, RDAP, which his legal team requested. According to reports, Combs now lives under standard federal inmate conditions: structured meals, early wake-ups, assigned duties, and no private luxuries. His transfer to Fort Dix places him among inmates in drug treatment and less restrictive security. While the environment is still prison, it reflects a different level of custody than the previous detention center. This shift underscores reality. Conviction carries consequences, even for those formerly at the top. The images triggered mixed responses. On fan comment boards, some emphasized the inevitable fall of a powerful figure. Others noted his wealth and influence may soften the experience. For example, he's still very much wealthy and protected inside. Somebody got paid for that photo. Corruption is real. These reactions reflect public interest, not just in his status, but in how the system treats high-profile defendants. Within the music industry, observers note this could reshape how artist branding and accountability intersect. A star-facing conviction is no longer an abstract headline. It's a case study. Combs' incarceration impacts multiple fronts: streaming earnings, brand deals, partnerships, and his reputation in business. He remains convicted, which affects public perception and contractual obligations. While prison programs like RDAP may reduce time served, the sentence still signals significant disruption. For stakeholders and artists alike, the case emphasizes legal exposure carries real business consequences, regardless of prior success. Key developments to follow. Projected release date: May 8th, 2028, including potential credit for time served and good behavior. His appeal process remains active. Legal teams aim to challenge parts of the verdict and sentence. How his presence behind bars affects his business operations, and whether a comeback is feasible under current conditions. The broader impact on hip-hop culture and how the industry addresses misconduct, cost of brand loyalty and accountability.
And his boy, they're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you wanna do? What you wanna do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang out with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
Mike Tyson previously claimed that Diddy made inappropriate physical contact and odd remarks at a party, which resurfaced online after conviction. Diddy also faced criticism for bringing a young Justin Bieber into adult parties and mentorship trips with no supervision. Usher revealed he lived in Diddy's house as a teenager and saw things no kid should ever see. Mike Tyson Hotbox and Podcast, Rolling Stone Archive, MTV interview with Usher is a full breakdown of the situation. Multiple former bodyguards and assistants describe working for Diddy as unsafe and unpredictable. They claimed employees were forced to stay awake for multi-day parties, surrender their phones, and attend secretive meetings. Some said refusing him meant being fired or blacklisted. Brands like Ciroc and Sean John have paused all endorsements involving Diddy. Revolt TV issued a legal separation statement. Streaming numbers of his music dropped after federal documents were released. Industry figures like 50 Cent and The Weeknd indirectly mocked him on social media. Combs' situation is emblematic of a shifting moment in entertainment, when artists who built influence also face serious legal consequences and public scrutiny intensifies. The question now, can prominence protect you from accountability? The answer, this case suggests, not fully. For industry leaders, it's a reminder that legacy alone does not exempt someone from scrutiny, and for audiences, it signals that fame does not grant immunity. What happens next isn't about fame. It's about law, accountability, and whether influence still protects people at the highest level. His legal team is fighting for appeals and sentence reductions, but prosecutors are firm that the charges are serious, long-term, and involved abuse of power. Brands have distanced themselves. Some artists have stayed quiet, while others subtly show support or criticism. The industry overall is watching silently. At this point, the public is split. Some believe he is being unfairly targeted due to his status, while others believe this is long overdue justice. But the courtroom won't make decisions based on opinions, headlines, or nostalgia. It will rely on evidence, testimonies, and federal law. And that's what makes this moment critical. Diddy's story is no longer about music, success, or influence. It's about whether actions finally caught up with a powerful figure in entertainment, and whether a man once protected by fame will now be treated like any other convicted individual. Until final sentencing and appeals are over, nothing is guaranteed. Not his freedom, not his legacy, and definitely not his return to the industry. Whether you support him or not, one fact remains clear. This case will influence how future allegations against powerful industry figures are handled. And now, the world waits to see what the justice system decides next.